Hello, my name is Susan Mars, and this is my persuasive speech, The Cons of Cyberbullying versus Traditional Bullying. And there is no pros, however, but this is for speech, for Dr. Jenkins' speech 1311. First of all, let me tell you about bullying. This is an epidemic in this world, and people need to be nicer to people. There's a lot of bullying going on. Cyberbullying is a lot more extreme and harder because of a lot of reasons, but three of them that I can think of is it is expanded from the playground and the bus stop and school to homes now. It's not just boundaried there. So it can come into your safe zones at home with your computers and iPads and smartphones. You know, the texting and the cyber world of our children, they're really being bullied by these cyber bullies. And a lot of them are not telling us what they're going through. But I'm telling you, they really are, they're terrible, vague, and they really show out in our children, and they really harm them. They harm them socially, they harm them mentally, depression can set in, abuse is just broad, and they can take information and take it out there and give it to the world, and it's just really harming our children. Even up to death sometimes. It could cause death. According to San Francisco's newspaper in 2011, they wrote an article about the death tolls and how it's taken a toll on our teens. It's horrible. They even want to die, some of them, from all this cyberbullying that they go through. They never escape it because they're at home in their safe place, and they're talking to them, and it's not just, at school, or you run into them and you don't have that luxury of having to be able to not see them. But in the cyber world, it's all around you. Our kids are going through things that we don't even realize. I think it has to do with education with our children, and it has to do with personal things that we've all gone through in our lives as children and as parents and adults. We need to teach them about bullying, cyber or bullying. Bullying is not the answer. Bullying is not defined as who we are, but we have to define it. We have to find a way to teach our kids that there's a better way to be nice to kids when they're new students, or welcoming them instead of estranging them. And some people are cruel, and the cyber world, they don't care who you are. People say anything because there's no consequence, because they can't be held accountable, because it's just a name and a voice versus a face-to-face confrontation. According to Arkansas Cyberbullying Act of 2011, Arkansas Law Review, they're not playing. Cyberbullying, they take it very seriously. They could get up to 3 months in jail or more, and so much fines. People get rich off our children and the things that they do and get into, but bullying is really a serious problem in the world today. And I, for one, am for education for our children on that. Cyberbullying affects our emotions, it affects our lives, it affects our children, and it affects our feelings, our depression. And I, for one, feel that education is the answer for our kids and for our world. And there's a video, and I hope that you can get something out of that. I, for one, want to be an upstarter to welcome new students and to make a positive reinforcement instead of being a bully and picking out their differences, but trying to show how we need to be together on this. So thank you for listening to my speech, and all I can say is don't be a bully. Thank you, and watch the video.